All right. Next year, in pre-calculus, we go into logs quite extensively. This is really just kind of a brief introduction on how they look and how they, like, what exactly are they. So logs are exponents, right? And so whenever you see a log, just remember that, okay, I'm dealing with an exponential situation. What is the exponent that changes this number into that number, okay? So you go from lower to higher. What is the exponent that does it? And you'll find that 7 to the third power is actually 343, okay? So don't be surprised if your test you have to go backwards from this, where if you're given this, write it into log form. All right, so the answer to that is B. Now we have to again ask our question, what is the exponent that changes 4 into 1 over 64? Now 4 can change into 64 with the exponent of 3. 4 to the third power is 64, but to get the 1 over, I have to make sure that it is negative, okay? So the answer to that one is B. Okay, this looks like it got clipped. Let me see if I can, okay. So on the study guide, that is 55 degrees. And then over here, from here to here is 135. So they want to, wait a minute. Oh, looks like it. Oh, I see 2 lines there. There. Oh, I see 2 lines there too. Okay, that's what it should look like right there. Okay, so you'll have to fix that on your test study guide. All right, so it's a little sloppy there, but we can definitely see that we're going around in the negative direction, a full loop, so that's negative 360 right there. But then from right here to right here is only 55 degrees. This is not 55. That should betray your common sense. You're going to be going another negative 90, but then you're also going to be going another negative 55. All right. So when you add all those together, it's all negative, so you're all going in the same direction. So now we've got 15, 20, so that's going to be a negative 505. Okay, so negative 505. This one right here is you're going in the positive direction. Nope, you got to go the negative direction. Yeah, that's a mistake. Okay, I'm going to actually have to look at the thing. All right, so here's what it should look like. We're going in the negative direction. We got a full, now notice that we've got this 135 going this direction. So this means that this little piece here is a little extra. Now I'm going to have to know that that's 180 minus 135. That's a total distance of 45 degrees. Okay, so this right here is 45. So this means then that I did a full spin once, a full spin twice, and then I'm going an extra 45 degrees, okay? So remember, your key numbers here are 360 and 180 and 90, right? So with those 3, you should be able to figure out exactly where you are. Sometimes you have to add to go this way, sometimes you subtract to go this way, but either way, it all adds up to the angle you're looking for. So I've got 360 twice, okay, going in the negative direction. And then I'm going 1 extra 45 degrees. So let's add that. 12, that's 6, carry the 1, that's negative. Of course, I added that wrong. Wait a minute. 5, 12, 16, carry the 1. 5, negative 65. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, the problem was that this is not 135, that's 155. Okay, so it was, I wrote it down wrong, so then that takes 20 degrees off of it. So that's actually 25 degrees. That makes this 25 here. That will make that 45. So that's a negative 745. I can't do the right problem if you copy down the wrong numbers. Okay. see where we at, 5 minutes. Okay. State the quadrant, okay? No problem. We just remember that this has to be labeled 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 225 will take us 180, and then right here, because somewhere in there is 225, because right here is 270, so that's too far, so we know that we're in quadrant 3. Negative 235 will go in the other direction. That'll take us here, the third quadrant going here. Okay, third quadrant going in this direction is actually quadrant 2. All right, now find the reference angle. You've got to remember that the reference angle has to be between 0 and 90 degrees. So, or 0 and 2 pi. And so what we want to do is we want to just keep getting rid of, we want to get rid of all of the spins, okay? So if we're halfway, we want to get rid of the 180. Like we want to get it so that it's between 0 and 90. All right. I'm not used to making videos early in the morning. All right, so subtract 1, that's 315. Okay, 315 is still not enough. So then what happens then is, let's say that since I'm at 315 here, okay, all I got to do is figure out what family is this guy part of, and that is between 0 and 90. So why don't I just take 360, subtract the 315, okay, and that's going to give me 45. So 45 is that number between 0 and 90, okay, because this right here is 45 degrees, okay, and that's the reference angle. Now, a reference angle just means that the sine, cosine, and tangents are all the same for all of those families of 45-degree angles. It just depends on what quadrant you're in. Yep, what's up, Lucas? Oh, that's cool. Here, show everybody. Nice, got the blue flames, red flames, Mechagodzilla versus Godzilla. Very cool. All right. I don't know if your head can fit under there. All right, negative 310 going in this direction takes us, let's see, that's right about here. I don't know. Negative 310 takes us over here, so all we've got to do is take 360 and minus 310, so we can figure out what this distance to the x-axis is. That's yet another way to look at it. The reference angle is the distance in degrees or radians from the x-axis. All right. Now, coterminal angle is a little different. This just means that it's going to land in the exact location. Okay. 45-degree family or 50-degree families, you've got 4 different angles. They're just all in 3 different quadrants. But a coterminal angle means that it is exactly a 360 spin. And so really, at this point, if I'm going negative 175 right there, I want to know a coterminal angle that will go exactly, land right there, but it's got to be positive 0 to positive 360. So if I'm going in this direction, that's okay. I can go in the opposite direction, and that means that this distance right there is 5 degrees. So if I'm going positive, I've got a 180 plus that 5, or 185. Okay. Now another thing you could have done is just go ahead and figure out what that is, and you would have found that it's 185. Excuse me. All right, negative 705. So negative 705 is negative 1 spin, and not quite 2 spins. It would be somewhere over there. All right, that's okay. We just keep adding 360 until we get to that positive angle. So what we can do, we're going to subtract the spins. So one of the things you can do is basically just keep adding 360 until it's positive. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a calculator, pretty much because I don't trust myself. But let's say I use a calculator, and let me see if I can do this in my head. That's going to be negative 335 Then I'm going to add another 360. That's going to give me that. I feel like that's off. Hey, I don't trust myself. I have no trust. 4 minus 220. No, that's wrong. Okay, I'm going to get a calculator. Shoot. Alright, basic addition and subtraction. My confidence crumbles. Negative 705 plus 360. Alright, that's negative 345. Okay, cool. Nice, good job, math teacher. And then plus 360 again. Positive 15. That's the guy you're looking for. Again, we're just basically getting rid of the 360 spins going in the other direction. All right, where are we at? 10 minutes. We'll stop right there.